I wanted to quickly show you how to set up overlays in Lightboxes in Wix. So right now I'm in a Lightbox that I've already created. And if you already have one created, if you want to change the overlay, you had a question about how the background appears. So if you click on change background and then come up here to settings, you can adjust the transparency of that background or change the color of it. You can make it 0 if you don't want any background at all. I like to have a little bit just to indicate that there's something overlaying the screen, but I like them to be able to see it as well. As soon as I click on this though, it will close, and that's because I have this setting toggled to on. So if you come here to settings, you'll see clicking closes Lightbox. That's for this overlay area, and you want to turn that on. Now, if you don't have a Lightbox and you're trying to add a Lightbox, come over here to the plus symbol, and then you can just search. That's usually the easiest thing to do. Search Lightbox, and then you'll see here promotion Lightboxes. It'll get you there, but it's also under interactive and then under any of these Lightboxes here. So let's go ahead and add one. And so here you have the new Lightbox. I don't know why it has to add any forms on this one. I guess there's an old form here. But anyway, if you want to change this overlay, you come here to check set up overlay. You can change it so it can check on or off, and then you can change background, come in here and adjust the opacity. So any Lightbox is going to have that same feature, so you want to change the background of it and change the opacity as desired. Let me know if you have any other questions on how overlays work and Lightboxes work. There is also general Lightbox settings, like how that Lightbox is created, and that is located here. If you go to your site pages and menu, come here to Lightbox, and you'll see these little 3 dots here. This is where you can adjust the true settings of the Lightbox. So do you want it to automatically display? No, I do not want it to. I want it to come up only when I say it should. And I think with Lightboxes, don't use them unless a user's prompting them. All of us hate it when things pop up over the screen. It's not usually very encouraging to get somebody to join a list if it pops up in your face when you're just trying to look at the website. So I say turn these off. Use them if the user wants to engage. So if there's a subscribe button on your site or in your menu, you can use that to engage a Lightbox if you'd like. But I wouldn't have it automatically pop up unless it's some kind of like temporary event that you're just trying to get people to know about really quickly, or something that is urgent. Subscribing, not usually very urgent. So I only use these as a last resort, or if a client requests it and just forces me to do it. But I say don't do this because it's not great usability. But you can turn this off so it doesn't automatically display, and call it with a button or a link anywhere on the site. So that's where they do come in useful, if for just subscribing without having to leave the page. Of course, leaving the page is not a big deal either, so use these as you would like, but this is how you would adjust the overlay as needed over time. And this is your Lightbox settings, and you can choose to have X's, the close button, on, or the X button on. So there's lots of options here where you can kind of make it as easy as possible for the user to remove it if they don't want to see the Lightbox currently. You can also change the name of it, and of course you can change anything within it as well. So I could just delete out this. So I'm going to actually just go ahead and delete this one because I don't want this on my site. And that's also can be done through this site pages and menu under Lightboxes. So happy Wixing!